What's up, guys, and welcome to the Scoop Troop. What are we talking about today, Jacob?
Today we're gonna be talking about House of the Dragon episode 3, and I think we're gonna talk about what we've been watching and playing a lot actually
Isn't this
too.
episode
After
4?
episode 4, well, we never did episode 3. Sorry, I got mixed up here.
Oh, yeah, this is
Yeah,
4.
House of the Dragon episode 4. I'll throw it over back to David. David, what did you think of episode 4?
It was good. I liked it a lot. Um, it was better than episode 3, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess we could do like little quick thoughts on episode 3 if you want to, just because we never said them,
They
just for
I
documentation.
said what I had to say.
they made a comeback from episode 3 to 4.
Actually, I rewatched episode 3 because I wasn't that big on it either. I think if I had to rate it, I would give it like a 7 out of 10 originally. But I rewatched it and I was like, okay, this is a lot better than I remember it being. I still don't like the battle at the end, but that's fine. Uh,
You
Marcus,
know,
what
like the
about you
battle.
for that episode 3? Nah, not really.
Um,
Marcus, what do you think of episode 4 or 3?
well,
Go for it.
hence my video that blew up this past week. Um,
Yeah,
I'd say I wasn't really big on episode 3. I think out of all the episodes that have come out so far, it's my least favorite of them. Um, yeah, I wasn't big on the battle either. It just kind of was, I don't know. It was whatever. It was cool, I guess.
it's
Episode 4, I would say, is probably my favorite of all of the episodes.
really.
Yeah.
I say it's up there with like 2 for me, episode 2. I will say like I feel like the battle in episode 3 in Game of Thrones, it would have been skipped. Like you would have just heard about it, you know?
Yeah.
It would just been like, oh cool, like this battle happened over here, or it would start and then it would like cut and then you'd like pick up at the end of it.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. I feel like I knew it was gonna happen just because one, the stupid trailer. All right, I'm gonna talk about that. The trailer for this show, awful. I feel like there's not been a point where I'm like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know I am so ahead of the show because of the trailer,
Well,
and
okay.
I hate it.
So I haven't seen any of the trailers except for the one for episode 5. I did see that one.
Oh, I didn't see
And
that one.
that one didn't. I still don't know what's going to happen in episode 5.
No, well,
Um,
like it's the trailer that came out for the show.
oh, yeah, I don't
Like,
remember. I haven't seen it in a
there's
long
been
time.
there's been so many plot points where like I just know what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
you have the first episode where it's like what's it called? Like the baby being birthed, like you know that's not gonna happen. The second episode where he's gonna choose his wife, you know what's gonna happen. The third episode, you know it's gonna be a battle because the battle was in the trailers.
Yeah.
And then the fourth episode was the first one where I was like, okay, like nothing that I saw here was in the trailers. So I
Yeah.
guess that's even then, like there's other
And
stuff that
so, remember I told you that at the premiere that they showed us, like, I think it was a different trailer. Like, I haven't seen that trailer anywhere else. I
hmm
haven't really been watching all the trailers, but I remember in that one they did show the scene where Rhaenyra was sleeping with Cole. So
really.
so I knew that was coming. I knew that was gonna happen.
They put that in a trailer
Yeah, after the
Well,
premiere.
at his premiere one.
Yeah,
so early, and they already like exposed like an
but
important part of the show.
I don't think it didn't spoil it for me because part of me was like, "Huh, why is she with Damon?" And like, I don't know, like it still unfolded in an interesting way. So it's not like it completely ruined everything for
No, yeah, I get you. Like I haven't at least to this point, except maybe episode 1 where I'm like you're trying to make me wonder if this kid's going to be born and I know he's not.
me. Yeah,
Um it hasn't ruined it, but I just think like why would you show so much in the trailer? Like I don't, especially cuz this type of show is very much like there are spoilers that can ruin your experience
yeah,
watching this type of show. But yeah, but episode 4 I really enjoyed. I told you I think it's up there with episode 2 for my favorite. I was telling David, and I've seen this like I've said this twice now. This is like the epitome of Game of Thrones, like universe,
yeah.
where you have like the sexual stuff, the politicking, the scheming, and all that stuff. So
And I
I really
heard
liked it.
a description I heard of this episode that I really liked is it's multi-layered. Like things
Like an onion.
happen. Yeah, things happen and it's kind of like, huh, how did you take that? Or what do you think like that means? And I really like that. I think Game of Thrones at its prime was always multi-layered and it always has discussion. And something else, I believe somebody commented on one of our videos about this that I thought was pretty cool is Fire and Blood, which is the book this is based off. It's told through the perspective of a maester. So apparently, a lot of the book readers are saying we didn't know what's going to really happen because that's like a secondhand account. So you're just told what the maesters believe. So when you're watching the show, you don't really know what happened. So I was like, huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard that there's like in the book. I've never read it, but that there's like conflicting sources sometimes,
Yeah,
like on purpose. And like they were saying that with this episode where it's like, oh, like it's like the book where, Damon says one thing, Rhaenyra says one thing, Otto said one thing, where it's
yeah,
like, okay, well, who do you believe? And we know that like all of them lied in some sort of way, but uh I don't know. It was really interesting. I really like this episode. I'll speak for Alexis, who's not here, and like how you're saying multi-layered. Another great thing about Game of Thrones is like the, you can like a character, and then in one episode you can be like, damn, like I don't know if I like this guy anymore. Or vice versa, right?
yeah.
And Alexis was like really high on Rhaenyra as a character, and now she's like, I don't know if I like her anymore. Actually, she knows. She says she doesn't, but I
I
feel
don't
like
like
it's
this
one
hillbilly
episode.
girl.
Yeah, she was really like not a fan of what she did this episode. Which I get, but also it's like, I don't know. She's young. I don't blame her for like lying and
Yeah.
gaslighting and all that stuff.
Well, I
But I can
texted you about it yesterday that the fan base is wild right now, man.
yeah, what
Like,
did you mean by that?
so I'm on Facebook. I'm a part of like a couple of different like Game of Thrones groups. So every time an episode comes out, they discuss it and people just like argue about things. And people this past episode are like, yeah, Rhaenyra and Damon. And other people are like, what the hell are you talking about? And like, dude, just people were going off about how some people were like, ah, oh, dude, that was cool. They have great chemistry. And other people are like, you're talking about relatives. So
Yeah, it's a little weird. I think it's one thing to be like, okay, so Alexis was like, why are you acting like it's so normal? And I'm like, David, you look like you're freaking doing dip right now. The way you grab that water bottle. Uh, I was telling Alexa, she's like, "Oh, you look like it's so normal right now," or you're acting like it's so normal. And I'm like, "Well, in this universe, for them, it is. Like that's why I'm not like freaking out like she was." And then she's like, "Well, it's still gross," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like it's just a show, and like they say that they do this, so it's not like wild. You know what I mean?"
yeah.
It's not like the first time you see Jamie and Cersei, and you're like, "What the?" Like you get so shocked, but um no, like, but I would never ship them. Like on Twitter, people were saying like they were making some memes, and I was like,
You're
mm,
like, you
I
guys are
think I'm gonna
crossing a
pass on that.
line
Yeah, I
here.
don't. No comment. Definitely no comment. David, how did you feel about the incest stuff? You're pretty new to it.
Whatever to me.
Oh my God, why?
I'm used to
Why?
seeing it. It's something I grew up around.
It wasn't really a problem for me.
David, you have to back up from your mic.
Oh,
You
sorry.
have to.
It wasn't a problem for me. It was I don't know. It's like it's weird, but like it wasn't like as much of like, oh my god, like I can't, like Alexis, I can't watch this scene. I can't do
Yeah.
this, you know?
I literally was like, I paused it and I was like, do I need to fast forward this? Because like she was just nonstop. Anyway, so can I get your guys' rating of the episode? Marcos, go first.
I think I'd give this one. I'm either a 9 or a 10. But it's pretty.
Well,
It's
you gotta
up there.
pick. You can't either or.
Mm, I'll give it a 10. I said it was my favorite, and I don't think I've given a 10 this season, so I'd give it a 10.
David, what about you? Stop acting like you're asleep.
I do. I give it like a 10.
Ah, see, you
Then
went
I
up.
bump it down to a 9 though.
No, I'm just not. I'm not even gonna comment on that stuff anymore. It's just enabling you.
It's just a 9.
I also give it a 10. I think this is like episode 2 is my favorite, and I gave that a 10 also. So definitely a 10. Um, all right. Well, I'm gonna say let's head into favorite scenes. Dave, I can go first if you guys want.
Go for it.
So it's kind of like a combo, I guess. Again, uh, honestly, anytime Rhaenyra and Viserys are on screen together, I love it. I think their chemistry is like insane. Like people are talking about Damon and her's chemistry. Like no, Viserys and Rhaenyra's chemistry on screen is just insane. So the scene where he finally confronts her about like, hey, like what the hell happened, and like she talks to him and stuff like that. Great scene. And then the following scene where he fires Otto Hightower.
So you're choosing
Uh,
two scenes.
I feel like that. I feel like it's the Otto Hightower scene, but it's because of the scene before that I liked it so much. Because it was like Rhaenyra telling him like, "Yo, like you got to do this if I'm gonna do this," you know. Um, but I just think it's one of those scenes in Game of Thrones where it's not someone getting killed, it's not a big battle, it's nothing like crazy, crazy, but it's like a choice that you know is gonna have consequences, and you're like, "Damn, dude, like, dang, this is definitely gonna have consequences later on." And I think Game of Thrones universe is like one of the only people that can do that. Marcos, what about you?
Well, just a quick comment on what you said. I think the favorite line of the episode would be the one that King Viserys says to Rhaenyra, where he's like, "It doesn't matter what you did; it matters what's perceived." Like some,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
think
about
that,
perception.
yeah, I think that is a great line, and definitely encompasses a lot of Game of Thrones. Is like, it don't matter what you do; it just matters how people perceive it.
I
Um,
have a Marcos has been pretty hard on King Viserys, so I want you to like
Oh, I
talk us
loved
through
King
that.
Viserys this episode. I loved him, dude. I was telling Diana yesterday that like each episode that's happened, I've liked him more and more. Yeah, I
Like
feel
as a character,
yeah, yeah, as a
but
character.
like, do you think he's making mistakes still?
Oh no, this past episode, no, not at all. I feel like this past episode, he put his foot down. He was like, you know what? I ain't taking this crap from people anymore. like he got fed up, you know. Like he'd been dealing with everybody. I think he still has a soft spot for Damon. Like other
I think
Well,
kings,
obviously,
he's still getting walked over though.
I think he allows it a little more with Damon.
Like he like only took a stand because Rhaenyra was like, "Hey, I do this. You gotta do it yourself too."
well, also though, it wasn't so much that he was like, he didn't notice what
If
Otto was
Rhaenyra
doing.
didn't tell him that, he wouldn't have done it.
No, but he didn't notice. Once he noticed, he was like, "Damn, you're right. Like I am being taken advantage of." And to be fair, like his wife and son died. So he was like very vulnerable, like
Yeah,
anybody would be. So I can't hate on him for making those decisions,
yeah.
but like he was being taken advantage of.
No, I really
Um
like King Viserys now. I would probably say him and Rhaenyra are my favorites as of now.
yeah,
Damon's more
definitely.
interesting to me now. I think
Yeah.
going
He
in,
finally had an episode
yeah, yeah,
where
he did.
he wasn't annoying.
Yeah,
Um I I said this last episode when like I was just talking about it. Um I am worried for when because I don't think King Viserys is gonna make it. Uh I think that's pretty obvious. But I am worried like how his absence as an actor is gonna affect the show. He just absolutely kills it in every single scene he's in. And like it's not even like people are talking about Matt Smith, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. This guy, Constantine,
yeah,
like
he's killing it.
insane. He is like born for this role, I think. So I'm worried if they can feel that. It's kind of like remember like everybody's like, oh man, when Tywin left Game of Thrones, like the show took a hit just because like of how great a character and actor that guy was. I feel like it's gonna be the same with this. So I hope they can like manage it.
I don't know where this has been going around, but that apparently this next episode is the last one before like the new cast, like the old people.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Well, I do think the whole reason is because they they're going more and more into the episodes like years apart. Like last one was like what 3 years, and then now this one's a year.
Yeah,
I feel like this next one's gonna be a time jump. After episode 5 is gonna like 6 is gonna be um
a
like
good
the
like
new
10.
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something else that I heard that gives me a little hope because I really like the actress that's playing Rhaenyra, and to see her go so soon is kind of like, dang man.
Sad.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
actually
sad.
sad.
But I heard that she actually got casted based on the actress that was casted for older Rhaenyra. They
Like look
found
wise or personality wise.
look wise, and also like how she like personality that she played.
Mhm.
She seemed like a younger version of that actress. So that's pretty cool. I think that's a good way
Yeah,
to handle it.
I can. I think I'll save like my final thoughts for Rhaenyra, like for next episode, because I think that's gonna be the last
Send her
episode that.
off.
Yeah, Millie. I think her name is Milla Aylock. Is how you pronounce her
I think
name?
it's
I don't remember.
Millie Bobby Brown.
No, that's David's.
Mommy Brown.
uh, yeah, she acts so subtly, but it's so effective. Like she just does it with
Are you
her
gonna miss
eyes,
her?
dude. Yeah, dude, I am actually sad that she's not gonna be in the show anymore. Like they found like this dude. I think we've talked about it on the show, but like she was washing dishes, like living in an attic before she got cast as this, and then now she's like everybody loves her as an actress. I guess
Yeah,
like that's insane. So I'm sad to see her go.
too.
They need to find a way to keep her in the show, like flashbacks or something, man. I don't care. I don't care what they have to do. Like I want her in the show. Ah,
Yeah. No,
sorry.
I do think though. I don't think King Viserys is gonna make it past this next episode. I think before the time jump, I could see that being like gets got.
Yeah. Also, kudos to King Viserys for like this whole time. Everybody's like, he's not gonna let.
Honestly, a prediction of mine would be.
All right,
Sorry, Jake.
go
That's
for
fine.
it.
Go for it, dude.
Oh my
Do you do this on
gosh.
purpose?
Go.
Like it has to be
No,
on
I
purpose,
don't.
right?
It's just
You never
no.
do it to Marcos. It's just to me.
It's because when a sentence comes in, I think of a scenario already.
So you're not listening to him, is what you're saying?
No, go for it, big dog.
Oh, like so King Viserys, right? I really like appreciate because everybody, right? Since like the first episode, they're like, like he's not gonna stick with Rhaenyra as his heir. Like, no way. Once he has a son, that's it. Once he has a son, that's it. And the entire time, he's like, no. He's like, I like, you're my ride or die. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So
Well,
go on, David. Let's hear your prediction. Oh, sorry, Marcos.
are you gonna change the subject, David?
2 predictions, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll comment on what you said really quick, Jacob. Dana and I were talking this morning about the episode and saying like, what are the repercussions if King Viserys gets killed? And she was like, well, Rhaenyra is there, so she becomes queen. And I was like, no. I was like, these people don't care. Like, I feel like even though she was nominated and everything, I don't see her no matter what. I could totally see the council being like, nope, no, we're not doing it. I don't care what King Viserys said. But how do you feel about that? You think they'll stick to it since he did like publicly anoint her as heir, or nah? It don't matter.
I mean, Damon.
What, David? Go for it. Go for it.
I mean, Damon already said like these people don't care about you.
Yep, exactly.
Here's like
He's well. First of all, I don't think
because
that's.
you're a woman is what he said.
I don't think that's not true, but he's definitely manipulating her. Like he's definitely telling her like, "You're gonna need me. You're gonna need me. You're gonna need me." That's what he's putting into her head.
Okay, this leads to my prediction.
All right, let's hear it.
I think Damon's gonna kill Viserys, and from that time, the time jump is gonna go to when they're older now. So Damon kills him. He gets away, and like 15 years later or whatever, and he's back.
I don't think Damon's gonna kill him. I think the king's gonna die of like sickness, whatever the freak is going on with him. That's what's gonna happen to him.
Diabetes is what I heard it is.
Alexis swears he has diabetes. It's like, dude, you're not. Get your nursing degree first, and then tell me.
My God.
Gosh.
Well, yeah. No, I don't think everybody's gonna side with her because then we wouldn't have a show, right? Like we know that stuff's gonna go bad, but I think she will be queen for some time. I do. I think she'll be challenged, but I think she'll be on the Iron Throne for a little bit.
It would
All
be
right, David.
crazy if Aegon ended up on the throne because we haven't heard anything about an Aegon actor.
The little kid.
Well, no, if they skip 10 or 15 years, like,
No, I know, but that's what you're talking about. Right? The son.
yeah, because right now he's probably what, like 2,
He's 3.
3, so he'd be
Yeah.
like 13. That's fine.
Is that
How?
legal for
How?
him to be a king?
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, but they probably have like a regent, which is what Otto Hightower wants. He wants him to be named heir so that he could be king regent, which is like basically like making all the decisions. While the
Assistant manager.
no,
no
but
no
I
no no.
think if they do 10 years, I believe he wouldn't be regent because I think 12 is the age where you become king.
I don't know how old was Tommen because Cersei was regent for a long time.
Yeah, right now Tommen I think is like 8, but Joffrey was 12. He was king.
Yeah, in the books though, right?
Yeah.
Because they aged everybody up in the show, so it might be a little different. Like of age seems like 17 in the show, whereas of age in the books is like when you flower, as they put it. So I don't know.
You think they'll skip 15 years?
I
How
don't
long
know
do you think they're
because
gonna skip?
I think it's a decent amount of time because the older Rhaenyra doesn't look like she's 20.
Yeah.
She looks
Well,
like
older Rhaenyra wouldn't be 20 because Rhaenyra right now is 19.
I think they're gonna skip 10 to 15. 10
I
to
guess
15
you're I
years.
guess you're right. It's because Marcos was saying 10. You were saying 15.
10 to 15, I think is
I think they have to do 20 years
maybe.
because I think the story takes place over 30 years, is what people are saying.
How many
I,
years did
I
they skip? Like the most so far? Like
well, I
6?
think it's been over
Half
6
a
years.
year.
Yeah. What?
It's
No,
been half a year.
it has not been half a year. What are you talking about?
Like per episode, they skip like time, right?
Yeah, they've
Yeah, but
skipped.
it
They
changes
But
like
from
like,
episode to episode.
what's the most time they skipped?
I think
the 3 years.
like 3
Half a
years.
year. Oh,
No, it was like 3 years.
No, they skipped 3 years last episode, David. With the baby.
last episode as in Sunday,
No, it
or
was in
like
episode 3.
oh,
Yeah, because Allison already had a 2-year-old.
Yeah. They can't put him out that fast, David. Relax, all right? 6 months. It's a quick turnaround, dude. Efficiency ain't that high yet. Um, I know, but I think it's covered what 6 years in total. So yeah, they have to go like
I think they're gonna skip time this last one, where either Damon kills him or he dies of sickness. Is like, hey, like over these past like 5 years, Viserys doesn't look good. He's dying.
oh, so you think there's gonna be like another like 5 year jump right here?
Yeah, I think they're gonna skip time a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
To where Alicent's baby's like able to walk at least right now.
So can I
Yeah.
mention?
And from there, the time jump would be he's like, oh, he's 16 years old.
If you're asking Marcos, I'm gonna say no.
Can I
I
mention?
already know.
Okay, I'll just say it. Then I want.
No,
But
nope,
I was just gonna mention the set piece for the next episode.
nope,
It doesn't
Nope.
tell you anything.
nope. I don't want to hear it.
All right,
I
I'll go
stay
ahead
away
and
from that for a reason.
I'll mute you and I'll tell David. Yeah.
No, nada, nothing. I don't want to hear it. I can take off my headphones if you want.
Do you want to know David or you don't care?
I'm whatever about it.
Are you gonna tell him or what?
If he wants to know, I'll tell him. But if not, then I won't say anything.
I have an idea of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to even see your reaction. I already feel like this has been like spoiled for me way too much because of the stupid trailer.
But we haven't really seen anything post time jump.
Yeah, we have.
Like what?
Like
We've
I
seen
can't
them
tell you.
older, but what happened?
I can't tell you anything because David hasn't seen the trailer, so I don't want to ruin it for him. But I know who sides with who already, like because of the trailer, and who like
First.
teams up.
You try to stay away from it and you get it worse than I do, and I actually look for it.
I don't know, cause some reason you don't remember. I don't know how you don't remember anything.
I don't remember.
All right. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to do your favorite scenes? Because we've talked about it a lot. or
Oh
we
yeah.
can
You already gave yours. My favorite scene. I'm stuck between either when Viserys talks to Daemon or when Viserys talks to Rhaenyra. I think both of those were really good.
Oh, where he's like all mad at him.
Yeah, just
That
because
was a
I
pretty good one
really
too.
liked the acting of. Well, I like the acting of Viserys in both of those. So he's also my daddy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's been the goat, man.
be sad to see him go.
What about you, David?
My favorite scene
Yeah.
is when he pins Allison. I mean,
Oh no.
just kidding. Hold on. It's when it's when I have two. It's when Damon shows Rhaenyra like the slums,
Yeah, that
and
was pretty
then
cool.
the other one is when he Viserys talks to Hightower like about him setting
Getting
him up and
fired.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did
Which
like
one's
the
also
little show me the world scene, the demented Westeros version of Aladdin, taking you to a brothel instead of just
Marcus,
anywhere
did
else.
you see the scene where supposedly someone was wearing someone else's face?
Yeah, that wasn't
Don't say anything, David.
supposedly.
Don't say anything.
David, you have to back
Do
up
you
from your
know,
mic.
sorry.
You have-
Do you know what scene I'm talking
he's getting carried away.
Hold on, but wait, real quick, David. When you do that, you just sound like a robot. It's like
Oh, did
because
I?
your mic, yeah, your mic can't
Okay.
handle it.
Did you hear anything I said? Or sorry, is this good now or
No,
I,
you're fine. But Marcos is just. He looked like he froze, but he's not frozen.
I'm just processing.
Did you see the scene where that lady was wearing somebody's face? What? What's so funny? Marcos,
It's because
are you not gonna?
now I feel like I have to move, or else I look like I'm frozen.
Well, I'm asking you a question and you're just not answering. We've
Well,
asked you two
what was the
questions.
question?
Oh my god. Did you see the scene where that lady was wearing like a face on her face, like Hannibal Lecter style?
It's like she tells Rhaenyra, she's
Oh,
like, "Do you want to know how you die?" or something like that.
was it a face on her face? I thought she just had like her eyes taken out or something.
Exactly. I thought it was just her face, but
No, I
Nick
mean,
and Alexis are like, hold on, rewind it. Did you see that? They like both yelled at the same time when we were
so it
watching it.
might have been like makeup of like, look, we took out her eyes, but you could see like it like was like Hannibal Lecter, where you could tell like there was like that whatever they had on her, and then like an actual like the actor. You get me? So I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Like they were doing like makeup for like no eyes, but you could see the also the actor's real face underneath it. So it was like it was really trippy.
Do you think the faceless men are around during this time?
Oh, definitely.
I don't know how long they're.
I think they've been around forever, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. David, that's something you'll really like when you get to Game of Thrones. I think. Um, basically the assassins, the Brotherhood of Assassins or whatever it's called. Uh, but yeah, so Marcos gave his baddie. So David, can you give your bad or your whatever? Can you give us your favorite characters?
I'm gonna go with Damon.
Really?
Yeah,
Damon.
You just like how he
pretty
took charge, huh?
show dominance, honestly. And baddie, I'm gonna go for Nero.
I think Rhaenyra is like has like
Just
7 of them from
because,
us.
just because they show the scene,
Oh my god, the coupling.
yeah, that I really like. So
Uh, yeah. Okay, Marcos, who was your baddie?
Mm, I'd also say Rhaenyra. I think she was the most prominent. I mean, who else? Alicent?
who else was in this
Yeah.
last episode?
Alicent, I mean,
You gotta wait for
Alicent's a
my
little.
answer.
Yes, but
You gotta wait for my answer.
you're going to say Alicent?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Why?
I think she finally had an episode where like she had depth. Because before she was just kind of like, oh, like I think she was like excited to be the queen, and it's like, is she getting like manipulated? Is she a part of, like, does she like this? And you finally see this scene, and I think the actress did a really good job where like she hates her life, dude. She is depressed. Like the whole thing of like, I think they do a good job where they contrast Rhaenyra and Alicent in this episode a lot. And then like in the beginning of the episode, Rhaenyra's like, I don't want to be a prisoner in a castle just staring out the window like meant to produce babies. And then they do that scene at the end with Alicent, and I think that's really cool.
And then she's
So
like,
I
"Oh
would say
shoot, I'm
her.
sorry, I didn't in front of you."
Yeah, yeah. She's like, sorry.
That's
Also,
too far.
that was kind of weird. Like it seems like they've like moved on a little bit from the whole thing.
They're doing a good job with their friendship.
Yeah, where it's like obviously I don't think they'll ever be the same as they were, but like they still care for each other. So I think that was like a pretty cool nod to be like, no, like they're not just like gonna hate each other for the rest of their life.
And
Well,
they have shown that too, because I know in the first episodes everybody was like, "Oh, Alicent, like she doesn't care about
I
Rhaenyra, like she's
think
backstabbing her." And in this episode, you can tell like, nah, she cares about her. Like, yeah, she married her
yeah.
dad, but she does look out for her.
I think there's gonna be beef between them again,
Oh, definitely.
like with Viserys firing his dad or her dad.
I think Alicent is gonna be torn between like she's queen now, and then also like, but she answers to her dad. Um, but I don't know. I'm really curious to see how that unfolds. Again, trailer has given stuff away, so
That I do remember.
uh, yeah. So I guess we'll see why that happens, but whatever. I was gonna say something else. I forgot. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for House of the Dragon. Unless you guys have any final thoughts.
Oh, banger episode.
Yeah, definitely a banger. Can't wait for the. I think next episode stuff is gonna go down.
Yeah, I think
Definitely
next
more than any
episode
episode.
it's gonna be that red wedding type episode.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down there, big dog. Don't throw out those comparisons, man. You can't be expecting Red Wedding. That's not.
I'm not saying
No,
the same
that's
level. I'm just saying
that's
things are
not.
gonna go down, and that's
You're
an
setting your
episode things went
expectations
down.
too high. But yeah, I do think stuff's gonna go down. I'm gonna trying to think of what I said because I think it was a good point. But for right now, I'll start with David. Have you been playing or watching anything?
No,
You just sit in your room all day.
I don't play games no more. I haven't
Really?
played in a while. I mean, the last time we played was
If I remember, there's this game that you were hooked on for a while that you never
what?
talked about.
What
You
is
know
that?
what? You know what?
Fortnite.
Come on, don't. No. Gambling?
Oh, that was a while ago. I haven't played it recently.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about it.
Four Kings and Casino Resort.
Yeah. Tell the people what you do in that game. Explain that game.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a big casino. You just gamble
No,
and
oh my gosh, he's
play
leading up.
bingo,
So
go to
first of all,
nightclubs.
it's like this. It's like a virtual casino, right? And you make your avatar, and you play like you can go and play blackjack, poker, bingo. There's like a little dance club, right? Which like it's kind of fun actually. It's pretty addicting. I played it once with them. It's the card games. But then what they really play it for is to interact with the other people in that game. And you might be thinking like, well, how do they interact with them? Well, these people are wild, dude. Like weird, okay? Like I don't know how to describe it.
They talk about their life.
Like it's like group therapy every day in that thing. And I don't even know. I've never met people this weird online before, but they're pretty weird. And like I remember when I was playing with them, because they had told me they're like, dude, like these people are so weird. And I was like, okay, whatever. Um, when I was playing with them, like whatever, playing bingo, and like they have the chat, right? And then you see in the chat where this girl's like, oh, Tina, you finally saved up for that dress. And she's like, yeah, I'm so happy. Like I've been working hard for it. And then David immediately, ugly dress, or whatever he says.
So trash.
And then so like we're playing bingo, right? And I see David saying that stuff, right? But like a group of them like surrounds our bingo table. And
Yeah.
like they're just like trashing us, and like they're like they start trash talking between David, Brandon, and like them,
So
right?
like the bingo table is like one long table, right? And like the bingo board is like everyone's facing the bingo board. And like we're just there like punching like the tickets and everything, and then like they
Yeah,
come up like right in front of us.
and they like jump in front of you and like whatever. And so whatever that happens, right? And then we go to the night. They're like, all right, now we have to show Jacob the nightclub. We go to the nightclub immediately. When Brandon and David walk in, everybody in the chat, oh no, it's these guys.
The
Like
trolls are here.
they
It's like
already know them, and like they say like it's pretty hilarious,
Dude,
but it's also
I
really
gotta
weird.
check this out.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of, Marcos? When we tried joining other D&D servers, and we were like, nope, we can't do that.
Oh,
Like that. Like it was like, who's gonna dance with me? Like it's really weird stuff, dude. Really weird, but it's pretty funny.
sounds
Uh,
great.
what about you, Marcos? Watching or playing?
Watching Grey's Anatomy and Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai's great. Haven't finished it. Saw the first half already though.
did you see that they put Cobra Kai in Fortnite?
Oh yeah, that's. I think they just brought him back though.
You buy
Which, speaking
anything?
of Fortnite, getting ready because the new season's dropping next. New battle pass and everything. Um,
You don't need the
anyways,
battle pass though.
I don't, but I'm excited for it to come out. Anyway, so playing wise though, I've been busy, I guess, since we've done a podcast. So
Yeah.
I beat Dark Souls 1 remastered. I beat Dark Souls 3, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through Bloodborne. Um, so all
All in
Souls.
the span of like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got sick with the vid for
The vid.
for a week, so I just hammered them out, man. And yeah, loving them. Might have a video coming soon for that. Still thinking about it.
Might. You
Eventually,
better.
I
I
gotta
made a cool thumbnail.
gotta marinate, and then I need to go back to God of War. That one's gonna play soon.
Uh anything you you said watching Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. Is that one that drops all at once?
Yeah,
Is that on YouTube? Isn't
no,
that a YouTube show?
it was, but it actually didn't do very good, and then they released it on Netflix, and it like blew up. So
Yeah, I don't think if YouTube ever wants to make movies, I don't think they should make them on their platform because I don't think people use YouTube to watch movies.
They
That's a
sell
very
movies on there.
yeah, but I think it's a very small. Like I do it just because like I already have all my
Convenient.
information on there. Yeah, like I don't have to put it in anywhere else if I want to rent. But uh,
If
yeah,
anything, they should put movies on like YouTube Premium or something like that.
well, that's what it was on. It was when it was called YouTube Red.
yeah,
Oh,
But uh, yeah, I remember that. I don't think you good. I'm glad that they relinquished that instead of just letting it die.
yeah. What
Uh,
about you,
uh,
Jacob? What have you been playing? Stop.
actually, I've been doc just broke in. I've been playing. Hey, hold on, buddy. I've been playing God of War. I'm about like 3-4 hours into the game now. Redoing it for a video we're gonna make. That's about it. I did play Four Kings and Casino, and I have been playing a little bit of Madden. I think it was one of the old Maddens that I had on disc. But other than that, that's about it. I thought Marcus was gonna go into Bloodborne and Dark Souls a little bit more, but
We'll be
I guess
here.
not.
We'll be here for a
Oh,
while.
Marcos, did you get a chance to watch Disney, whatever you
Oh,
were talking about?
D23. Yeah.
Yeah, give me your thoughts on that.
So there was some big announcements ish. There was big stuff kind of on the Disney side. So they announced like the live action Snow White. They announced they're doing
Didn't they
a
already do that?
not Snow White, no. And then
Pretty sure they
they're
did.
also doing a Mufasa, like a prequel to the Lion King.
Is it gonna
Um,
be live action
yeah,
or the CGI for? Oh
live
my
action.
god!
Uh,
I mean that movie made a bunch of money.
Yeah, I'm not too hard on those. I watch them. They're chilling. The one that they did announce that I was kind of like, all right, that's cool, is they're doing a new animated original called Wish. It's gonna have music and everything, kind of OG style Disney movie. So they always do good with those.
Yeah, that's what
Besides,
like.
go for it.
I'm sorry. I hate that. I hate that they put efforts into franchises that already exist, because I think when Disney makes new stuff, like that's when they're at their
It's
best.
always banger.
Uh, yeah, like even the old Disney sequels, like they're never as good as the first ones, you know, like at all. Like I don't think Disney's good at making sequels. So like just make your new original content that like your I don't know, your bread and butter, you know?
Yeah. On the Marvel side, I know they released a couple of trailers. I didn't really follow any of it.
Dude, there's a Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
Did you see that trailer?
I didn't see it, but I heard that they dropped it.
That looked really good. Like
Yeah,
actually insane. I was watching it and I was like, just like 007 or something. Like, and then no, like because it's Samuel L. Jackson, and I totally forgot that he's in Marvel, right? So like I'm watching it on Twitter. I don't know how I saw it, but like watching it on Twitter, and I'm like, I was like, first of all, it looked animated, right? And I was like, oh, what is this? So it caught my attention. And then Samuel Jackson walks out, and I'm like, oh snap! Like, what
he's
is
back.
this? And well, I didn't even think it was like Marvel. And so then yeah, it's happening. And then finally, like I think they show like the other Shield agent that he's always with, the girl. And I was like, oh shit! Like this is a Marvel movie. And then like they showed the trailer, and I was like, damn, dude! Like it reminds me of Winter Soldier, like that type of vibe where it's very like grounded,
Yeah,
low key, really good effects. Like there's a scene, and I think they showed it on purpose, dude, where they blow up a SUV, and you can tell like that was a practical effect that they did. I think just to be like, yeah, like
I think
we've been paying
Amelia Clark is
attention.
in that.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is, dude. Like there's a part with her, and I was like, what? Like who is this?
Daenerys,
Like what is this?
my
Yeah, and
queen.
it looks good, dude. And it's crazy because I think Captain Marvel is the last Marvel movie before Endgame that I liked. Like that was it. After that, like I haven't really liked any of them,
Yeah,
and it picks up kind of where Captain Marvel left off. I think. I think it's supposed because it has a lot of the same actors.
yeah,
But
that's good. I
so
mean,
I'm excited,
I'm
dude.
happy to hear that. As much as I crap on Marvel and their recent stuff, like of course I want them to get back on track and start making good.
Yeah, definitely. Like why wouldn't? Because I mean they're gonna make them,
Yeah,
you know, so they might as well be good.
yeah. On the Star Wars side, there wasn't really any big announcements. It was just kind of mentioning stuff about things they've already announced. So they announced like some of the cast for Ahsoka. Um, they showed a trailer for Mandalorian season 3, and then they also Mandalorian's good. I do like Mandalorian. Give me a sec.
Oh, are you okay? Hey, another week off, bro. Another week off.
Oh no, my throat was clogging up. All right, so and then they did release a trailer for Tales of the Jedi, which is an animated show. I'm excited for that one. That one's gonna cover some interesting times, like when Count Dooku was a Jedi, and like his interaction with the Council.
Why are
To
they making everything into a show?
it's just what I don't know. It's just what they're doing.
Because Disney
Um,
Plus, they have to like Disney Plus has to work for them.
I think it's dumb though.
Now, one thing I did hear about that's kind of going around. I doubt it's true because Disney can't do anything this cool. So, um, the Acolyte show is supposed to be based around a Sith, right? And they talked about what the general story was, and that apparently it has to do with the Jedi coming to a farming village, and there's like a force sensitive kid there, and the Jedi tell him, "Give us the kid, and we'll protect your village." So they're like, "All right, take the kid." So they take the kid, and then when the village gets attacked, the Jedi don't show up, and the whole village gets massacred except for one girl. And so that one girl dedicates herself to like hating the Jedi, and a Sith finds her and pretty much cultivates her into being like a secret Sith.
Sounds like Saigon.
I don't know what that,
Oh, come on,
but
guys.
so I don't
Vietnam.
think they'll do that, but that sounds pretty promising. That's a pretty cool story. But knowing Disney, 2 episodes in, she's gonna turn to the good side and be like, "Oh, I was wrong."
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be like her. Like I'm not really bad. I'm just misunderstood.
Yeah,
Actually, Marcos, one last thing I want to talk about. I don't care about Star Wars, so I'm sorry. I have nothing to say about that. David, do you? Just so I don't feel so bad.
About Star Wars?
Yeah, any Star Wars, anything that he said interest you or not really?
Where the Sith turns her into a Sith is pretty cool.
I guess. Is that like live action or what?
Yeah.
And that's like confirmed.
Yep. Acolyte.
It's already a lot of the plot kind of out. I guess that's like the summary or what do you call it,
It's like
synopsis.
our first
Anyways,
episode.
um, you sent me that Assassin's Creed trailer,
Oh yeah, because
and I think
they
this is
had
a good
their
little
event
side
too.
topic, right? So he sent me Assassin's Creed trailer, which looks okay, like
There's a new Assassin's Creed.
Of course.
yeah, but it's like it's a cinematic trailer, right? It's
What's
not
it
no
called?
Mirage. It
Okay,
looks
but
like
like the cinematic trailers look so much better than what the actual game is.
that's what I want to talk about a little bit here. Is like I don't
Ubisoft
care.
makes amazing cinematics.
Actually, I don't even think that was that amazing. Like when I think of stuff that other people have put out, it was okay. But like I don't care for cinematic trailers. Like I'm tired of video game companies putting them out and people getting hyped for them because it's like every time you do this, you get hyped for a game that has a cool cinematic, and then you're complaining that the game is nothing like the cinematic. But every
Yeah.
time, dude, the cinematic gets like millions and millions of views, and I'm just like, why? Like, why are we accepting this? It's so
Where does
annoying.
this take place at?
I think it's back in the Middle East where like the first one was. That's what it looks like.
Why
The
is it
first one
always the
was in
Middle
Italy.
East?
No,
Assassin's
Altair
Creed
was
what?
in
It wasn't in Italy?
Altair was in Middle East.
Oh damn.
No,
I don't remember.
I
Assassin's
like
Creed
when
2 was.
I like when they do it in like London and stuff.
I have that one. What is it? Syndicate, right?
Yeah,
I've never played it.
during child labor.
What?
During child labor.
Is that what happens in it or what?
Yeah, they have like kids working in like
Factories.
factories, and then like, well, according to the cinematic, like he goes and rescues them, and then like he follows like the leader because he's like exporting childs around factories and stuff like that.
Factories, huh?
They also announced. I agree though, Jacob. Like cinematics don't tell me anything about the game, but I can appreciate a good video. I like cool stuff. So, anyways, but they also announced like a couple other projects that they're doing. I think right now they just have code names, but one of the future Assassin's Creeds is supposed to take place in Germany, and I believe
Oh, that's
it's
pretty
based
cool.
around the like witch lore. Like if you watch the little 10-second clip they put, it's like creepy. Like it reminds me of
Yeah,
The Witch, the movie.
it's like
No,
like
they're all on
hex or
sale.
something,
Yeah.
right? What'd you say?
All the Assassin's Creeds are on sale right now for like $10.
Yeah, it's the Ubisoft sale, something like that.
I'm thinking of getting Assassin's Creed 3 remastered.
3? People hate on 3, but I thought it was fine.
Cool, it's part of the Civil War.
I think it's just because like Black Flag was like so much better, but it's just because it was Black Flag. What are you laughing at? What could you possibly be laughing at right now?
You know what you said.
African American elf?
I haven't even watched that Rings of Power. I haven't gone back and seen.
Oh yeah, let me talk about that. I'm sorry.
You saw episode 3?
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How was it?
So the first episode was really cringe, right? I don't even think I've talked about it on the podcast. The first episode was cringe. I could barely get through it. Second episode was okay. Like it had some good moments, a lot better on the cringe dialogue. The third episode, even better. It had cringe moments because it's like I think this is a Lord of the Rings thing though, like the slow motion action,
Yeah.
kind of like Matrix style in a little bit. Um, but so it's I would give it like a 6.5 right now, right? So it's like it's good, it's fine, it's above average. What I'm really worried about is there's like 5 episodes left, and I feel like nothing's happened, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like okay, like some of these characters I'm starting to be like, all right, he's cool, like you know, like I'm curious to see what happens with him. I think the girls definitely improved. Galadriel, uh,
Galadriel.
like they've you know how she was like super like it almost seemed like she could do no wrong,
Yeah.
you know, in the first 2 episodes. This one is like your attitude is gonna get you in trouble, you know, like the way she's acting. So that's pretty cool. There's still like it's still cringe. Like I don't think it'll ever be completely non-cringe. I think that's just it reminds you of like CW type cringiness.
Yeah.
But I also like a lot of CW shows, so I think that's why I don't hate it as much as a lot of people.
I like
But
the
no,
arrow.
it's yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that stuff. It's fine. Like I think it has a chance to be good, but I'm really worried that they're gonna even be able to tell a story because it just kind of seems like, ah, look at like this cool thing and like look at this cool thing, and it's like, well, like we like have advanced the plot like maybe I don't know 5 pages in 3 hours, so like I don't know, you're running out of time, and they introduced more characters somehow. So it's like I think they bit off more than they can chew. I hope they didn't, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Yeah.
It's been a cool watch, I guess. I would say watch the third episode. I don't think you'd hate it.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm pretty satisfied. We
Cool.
recorded for a good like hour 15.
Anything from you, David? Like he's fading. He's fading away into the background.
Yeah.
You're
He's got-
eating me. No, I'm good right now.
I don't even know what
It's
you
because
said.
I'm on your mouth, so it looks
You
like
gotta
you're
crop that
eating me.
out, dude. Just that little moment right there. All right. Well, you want to close us out, David, before you fade into the.
Yeah. You're disappearing.
All right.
All right, thanks for watching the Scoop Troop. We are
Yeah. Please blow out our ears, please.
sorry, I
Thank you.
forgot. The Scoop
We need
Troop
to
with
we need
the
to get you a
host,
screen that like doesn't let you get close.
But like a
like
nail,
yeah,
so you can't
like
like
those
touch it.
like those COVID screens or what?
Something, dude. Because every time like we'll be like back up, and you're like, like the next time you talk.
It's a Scoop Trip with Marcos, Jacob, and David. Join us next week. We have any videos coming out soon?
They come when
Yeah,
they come.
God of War. Yeah, they kind of come when they come, but it's in the pipeline.
We're finding who we are.
Skyrim vid's gonna be released on Friday.
It's not going to
Possibly.
be released. Maybe next Friday. Next week. Next week's a good assumption.
What?
Wait, the podcast or Skyrim?
Skyrim.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
Just start that over because I fucked that up. Go again.
Nah, I'm already halfway through. Skyrim vid's coming out Friday, and then I know Jacob's working on a video. But yeah, this is our House of Dragons podcast.
All right. Yep.
Rock on, gamers.